first one goes down. It's a second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. To Parker. To Bagley. With a drop step. With the basket. After a nice drop step.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Wizards have it. Nothing going here on that drive. To Teague. Not that time. Now a steal by Washington. To Bagley. Parker. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. Short jumper misses. Crawford to Teague. To Crawford. Trying to cash in. Crawford's shot off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Knocked loose. Wizards come up with it. To Teague. Shot misses there by Allen, and he'll go to the foul line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it.
Subbing in for Sacramento, number 20, Harry Giles. Into the game for
And gets both to drop at the line.
Way to hit.
It's Sacramento ball to Parker. And he hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Teague with it up top. Up 6. The drive right to the basket. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Nance to Teague. Going to launch beyond the arc. Defense swarmed Teague. Missed the 3. Parker into the front court. They trail by 7. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beal to Teague. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
It's the Kings now with the ball. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
into the game for
Teague against the Ukrainian Len. Jeff Teague With that, he's 5 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Joseph with it. Right now, down 7. Has a chance, cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Teague picked up by Len. To Beal. Teague. Fine to shoot. Love. Can't connect.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Screen coming. To Parker. 5 on the shot clock. Parker can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Parker with it. 5-point game. Baseline drive. Nice pass to set things up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Beal to Love. Alex Len with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Parker into the front court. Down 3. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Parker. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Beal. To Teague. Count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Substitutions, Sacramento.
To Bagley. Shot from the lane won't go. Teague with the basketball. Leads 5. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Teague. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Barnes. Harrison Barnes. Now 4 for 9. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. First half in the books. Wizards have the lead.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Wizards at the controls. Beal to Love. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Another follow, stays out.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
To Bagley. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. T. To Love. Fight to shoot for Washington. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
This team is collectively beating off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
To Love. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line. Kevin Love, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
T to Beal. The shot, almost.
And this guy's going to come out of this game with bruises all over his body like a major heavyweight fight. He took some hard fouls in the first half. That's really deterred him from being aggressive.
Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Harrison Barnes. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
T to Love. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Wizards with the basketball. To Love. Trying to cash in. Yes. It drops. Little drama on that one.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs...
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Fox. Terrific vision. Jared Allen swats it. Has a chance. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
To Love. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings. Good touch from Marvin Bagley.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Washington basketball. Beal goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. To Beal. Short jumper off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Fox picked up by Teague. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Love. Knocked loose. Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Cashes in for two.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
It's Washington with the basketball. Beal to Teague. Probing the defense. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Fox with it. His team up by 7. To Beal. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Fox across the timeline. Up 5. Here comes the screen. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Nothing going here on that drive. The pass taken away by the Kings. To Bagley. Parker. Curling inside. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Beal looking for his man. Fox into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Sacramento ball. Fox picked up by Teague. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. De'Aaron Fox to Parker. Deep left corner. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nance to Love. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Into the front court, it's Fox. He'll run the offense. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Parker with it. Looking to make something happen. Jabari Parker. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Wizards have it. Beal. To Teague. Cleans it up. And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Beal. Oh, had him going there for a second. Second effort. Oh, and a putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Second effort. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Crawford. To Teague. Can't connect. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Teague with it up top. His guys down 3. To Crawford. Nothing going here on that drive. Crawford. Alex Len snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Parker into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. Wide open look won't go. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Wizards at the controls. Here comes the screen. Teague. Off the mark. Fires the 3. Can't connect. 17-footer at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. It's the kick. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And they were able to flip the script in the 3rd. Because remember, Jay, they trailed at the break.
Yeah, but if they come out here in the 4th quarter and they think about protecting that lead, that is the wrong mindset. You don't want to protect anything. You want to go after it and hunt it. That's how you really get a win.
Crawford. And the rebound taken in by Len. Here comes the screen. And a chance coming up at the line.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Team foul number 1 for the Sacramento.
Harry Giles at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 50%. Wants to do better. First free throw is good.
For the Washington Wizards, number 6.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. And scores. Strong take.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Can't convert the free throw. To Crawford. And the rebound comes down to Sacramento. Cruises inside for 2.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Crawford, great pass to set it up. Smith, Ish Smith, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Crawford fires the 3. He took the bait, and he hits.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Nice finish at the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Crawford, 4-3. Missed it. Now a steal by Washington.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Smith to the basket, but it stays out. Another follow, no good. Kings with the ball. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Joseph with it. Leads 5 to Barnes. Healed. Matched up with Beal. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Corey Joseph, guarded by Jeff Teague. To Harrison Barnes. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And the rebound pulled in by the Kings. To Hield. Kevin Kevin Love.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Buddy Hield. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. He gets it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Wizards with the basketball. T. Throws it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
The drive. Right.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Lets it fly from long range. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Buddy Hield to Barnes. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Barnes. To Fox. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Barnes to Fox. Driving right to the basket. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
T to Love. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Fox with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Jared Allen rejects it. That's out. Last touch by Jared Allen. Buddy Hield. Has a look. The screen sets him up for two.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And the finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Beal to Teague. Trying to cash in. That's what you'd come to expect. Your best players making baskets. Kings have the basketball. Fox defended by Jeff Teague to Harrison Barnes. And the basket good at the rim.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Count it.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Fox across the timeline. Leads a bucket. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Love. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. De'Aaron Fox. Jared Allen sends it away. Jared Allen sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Washington basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Beal to Teague. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Down low for Barnes. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Teague with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. Here comes the screen. Oh, denied!
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
The pass stolen by Sacramento.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
It's Sacramento ball. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Screen coming. Beal.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
That pass stolen by the Wizards.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
And the finish, slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Hield. That's usually one that he'll knock down. To Beal. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Bradley Beal has got 2 shots coming. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. Knocks down the first.
The Sacramento Kings, number 6.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. It's the Kings now with the ball. Got it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Beal to Teague.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Shot clock winding down from long range. Off the mark. No good. Out of bounds. Last touch by Corey Joseph. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. And this is where the coaches earn their cash. Let's see what they designed down by 2 here in the final minute of play.
Those interviews and features. You can get all that and more, including the opportunity to attend a post-game press conference. Visit the website for your chance.
T to Beal. T to Beal. No good. Now they get the intentional foul. And this one not over yet. 2 huge free throws coming up in a 2-point game.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team. And at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Beal buries it on the catch and shoot. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Yes! 3 for the win at the buzzer. My goodness! It came down to 1 shot. He stepped up and buried it to win the ball game.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Wizards won in dramatic fashion, ended today's matchup with an incredible buzzer beater. You can see it again right here. You'll definitely be seeing this one on SportsCenter. Check out the leading scores for the Washington Wizards. The Kings finished on the losing end of a close score. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. Check out the leading scores for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Bradley Beal could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna can I vibe on it. Get live.
All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. Birds in the singing like Jodeci. I cause of my courtesy. Then do a show, pick up my currency. Versace slippers, color burgundy. Rappers be talking, think they hurting me. I took a smack, come work for me. Keep the kissing. Round the city. They looking for me. Coming up watching the on TV like that what I wanted to be. Now the one get paid for it. Thank God that's a blessing to see. Doing shows I'm on stage for. Saint Laurent on my feet.
Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me.
I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe on it. Get live. I told that for me. Drop my top, now I'm a lot of these rappers getting old to me. Publishing, you owe it to me. I'm dropping the top and showing it. Run to the money, we tryna get fed. I got my mind and I had a vision. And then I arrived with 25. We sell out the whole facility. Not liking your vibe, your energy. I came from the with Kimberly. Assembly. We had a good time in Italy. Yo, these be lying by loyalty. Get on my knee, praying to God to cover me.
I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me.
I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe on it. Get live, yeah. Homeside, yeah. Give me rides, yeah.
Kenny